Neverland Ranch. You're looking at the shot, looking right toward the main house. Beautiful place, by the way. Magnificent kitchen here. By the way, Jermaine just told me there will be a private ceremony Tuesday morning, early, family only. And then the 10 o'clock.
And some special guests as well.
And special guests. And then the 10 o'clock will be the large memorial service. Yes. And there'll be many others, right? There'll be other services singers in other parts of the country.
Yes, exactly.
So Tuesday's just the start of what will be a series of memorials. Back with more of Jermaine right now, out to Ted Rowlands and Miko Brando. Ted?
Larry, we're in the main house, just inside the main foyer, and this is a good indication of what the entire house, the 13,000-plus square foot house, is like. There's a lot of wood. It is just absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. And Miko, our tour guide here, one of the things you see around here is the Sycamore logo, because Michael Jackson bought this pretty much intact in terms of the main house.
Correct, correct. Yeah, this was the logo of the previous owner. It was called the Sycamore Valley Ranch. So all over the property you see these little sycamore trees.
And you say that Michael first stayed here when he was working on a video with Paul McCartney. He just came here and was basically put here. And you say you just couldn't get it out of his mind.
Correct. He stayed here when he was doing the Say, Say, Say video. And he enjoyed it. He liked it. He wanted to buy the property. Then we went on tour. And during our tour, 88, the back tour, he had bought the property and said, "Hey, Miko, I got the ranch."
The ranch. This room is what?
This is the living room. Piano used to be over here with a bunch of photos on the piano. A castle he had built sitting over here. Living room chairs, furniture, sofa, the TV on the wall. He had a beautiful marble front here in front of the fireplace. He had the Oscar that he got that was standing on the right side of the fireplace.
The Oscar from...
Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind, that he apparently paid $1.some million for.
Yes, sir.
Prominently displayed when you pay that kind of money. Here we're going into the kitchen, Larry and Miko. You say that this was a spot like any family. This was the spot where you hung out.
Yeah, this was the focal point of the house, I think. We would all meet here. My father would eat here. Michael would eat here. Everyone would meet here. We'd watch TV with the fireplace here. Sit here on the bar stool here with a kitchen full of food, video games here on the table, a flat screen TV here on the wall. We had a nice furniture. Everything was very warm. Music.
You said your father, you and Michael used to sit at the table over there for hours?
There's a round table here. I think we're about 6 or 8 chairs. I think 8 chairs. And we used to always have our meals here, most of our meals here. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If we changed it, we'd eat somewhere around the property. But this was basically where we would all meet and talk about our day here at Neverland.
All right. Larry, we'll be back in a bit later looking at Michael Jackson's room and more parts of this fabulous estate.
Thanks, Ted. Before we go to break, what do you make of Diana Sands being named?
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross, I'm sorry. Diana Sands is also a pretty good singer.
I think it's very interesting. There's been a long, close relationship with Michael and Diana for many, many years, and I think it's great.
So she would be a proper person to handle in case something happened to Mother?
Yeah, I feel it's okay, really. But right now, my mother has the children.
Right back with more of Jermaine Jackson at Neverland. Don't go away. In case you just joined us or been on another planet, we're going to show you again a portion of that incredible last rehearsal of Michael Jackson. Watch.
Freedom in the history of our nation. Some things in life they just don't want to see it. But if Martin Luther was living, he wouldn't let us be no longer. All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. With TV and fire, all I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. I'm here to remind you. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Back with more.
They care about us.
On the will, are you surprised that none of the siblings and your father isn't mentioned?
No, I'm not surprised, but what makes me angry is, Larry, the will is exactly Michael's wishes, and they should be carried out exactly the way Michael wanted them. Anybody that tried to contest this will is not following
But it doesn't
Michael's
bother
wishes.
you that your father wasn't mentioned or yours?
It doesn't bother me because if my mother's mentioned, my father's fine. I mean, my mother's fine, we're all fine. But the most important, it's not about money, Larry. It's not about profit. We're a family. We're a family.
Okay.
We don't let that get in the way. That's not important to us. That's not important.
Did you hear any other results from any other autopsies? Do you know anything more?
No, when it comes to these things that they're saying, excuse me, but I'm very uneducated when it comes to drugs, and I want to be that way. And
but has there
when
been
it comes
there was
to,
a second autopsy. Do you know of any other?
No, I don't. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be all kind of speculation and things that are being said. But the most important thing is we have to look at who Michael really is. That's what's most important, Larry. That's so important because he gave his all to try to change this world and make this world a better place. And that's what's important. All this other stuff, and it's not important, Larry, please.
You're doing your best to change it. I've just got to ask the questions, Jermaine. You've done a fine job here. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for being with us. We just got to know.
Thank you.
Public's very interested in your brother.
Thank you.
Ted Rowland stands by with one more with Miko. Ted?
All right, Larry, we're inside Michael Jackson's bedroom suite with Miko Brando, our tour guide here, and you're looking at the doors, and you can see the locks on the doors. Miko, privacy was key in this room, obviously.
Yeah, he liked his privacy. When the doors were open, you know, it was okay, but when he locked, he wanted his privacy. He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms. There are two bathrooms in this suite, and this is the area where Michael Jackson also slept sometimes. There's a staircase up there and a small bedroom upstairs. You say he slept on both levels?
Yeah, he slept wherever he felt like sleeping, he'd crash out. So he had a choice of two.
All right, let's swing around here. This is a massive bedroom suite. Let's get to all of it. Here is the view. It's gorgeous. You were married out there. Obviously, it doesn't get much better than that for a view outside your room.
No, we had a great... there was a gazebo out there by the tree. We got married there. Everyone was out there. It was beautiful. The flowers, the grass, everything was just immaculate.
When you look at the house now, Miko, it is unfurnished, obviously. Give us a sense how different it was fully furnished.
Oh, it was the place. I mean, I've seen a lot of houses in my life, but this was the house.
And you can see here is the other bathroom and the big tub. And real quickly before we go, Larry, there's been a lot of talk about this closet. It is massive, and in the corner of it is a secret compartment or secret little area. And Miko, you said this was sort of a safe room just in case.
Yeah, this was just some place, you know, in case something ever happened. It would be where he'd go.
All right. Thanks, Miko. Larry, back to you.
How much time are we going to have? Thanks, Ted. We have a moment left with Jermaine. You realize, of course, that the public is interested in all these questions. And we've had a beautiful day here at Neverlands. But there's great interest in, as you expressed it, he changed the world. Well, there's interest in him, in his will, in how his family's affected. You do understand that.
Yes. Larry, here's a man who gave his life to humanity. He actually gave his life.
So you don't think there's an interest in him?
Yes, there is a tremendous interest around the world. My brother is the king.